Let's go. Ponte Winery, and it's actually, you just seen, wow, it is about 102 degrees.
Yeah,
Unbelievable. In the shade. Yeah.
Because all the chemical, the chemistry, all the physics, with the distilling, with the sugar level testing.
Winemaker's office.
Specific ways of, sulfite.
You don't want to go.
Whatever.
This is a lot more than stepping on some grapes and calling it a day.
I thought I could talk you
Very,
into it.
very, very complicated.
A lot of people like to come out here and to say like, oh, you guys have so much fun in the tasting room and all this, and now I'm gonna buy some acres and grow some grapes and make some wines.
Good luck.
The part that didn't understand this, what is mentioned out there, I only have a few
What's
minutes.
that rice cooker?
This is what makes it really complicated.
Wow.
Specific measurements, all the chemicals and all that other stuff.
And they can't afford to make mistakes.
Actually, it's a lot of learning,
Okay.
a lot of practice, and trial and error.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of trial and error. Even our winemaker here, been in the business for so many years, so we still have errors. There's always
Sometimes they turn out in your favor, right?
Sometimes, hopefully. If it's not, it's not.
That's a whole
It's a costly mistake that we hopefully learn from and then rectify it for the next wine for the next year.
That applies to internet marketing.
How long have you been in the business?
What's that?
That applies to internet marketing.
How's that?
It's trial and error. It's testing,
There you
retesting,
go.
and trying different strategies to find the best way to drive
There you
traffic
go.
and convert. So it's a lot like wine tasting.
Who took advantage of this situation today? That dude right there?
Right there. And where we at?
If you got 50 seconds, I'm going to show you one reason why the wines are so different from vineyard to vineyard.
Okay.
Notice how we put the time on everything?
Yes.
We got 5 minutes for a tour. That wasn't 5 minutes, come on.
Oh, here we go. Professional.
This is where we've done this. We find out.
Are they missing out or
the
what?
difference between vineyard and vineyard in
Oh,
here.
yes. Yes.
This is where the special parties are. We need lighting.
I always tell people on the tour, I compare winemakers to restaurants and chefs. The basics are always the same, but every chef has their own different recipe and style of cooking. Every winemaker has their own different style of winemaking. A simple example why the wines are so different from vineyard to vineyard is that wine which is trying straight from the tanks. When this wine is ready to get in the oak barrels, we might here at Ponte put that wine into French oak for 12 months.
Oh, interesting.
You go to the next winery down the street, they might put that same wine into Hungarian oak for 18 months. You go to another winery, that same wine might go into American oak for 24 months. One single step out of dozens of steps, and you have 3 different tasting wines.
Interesting.
Besides,
Wow.
like I said, different restaurants, different recipes, different winemakers, different recipes. That's why the wines are so different from vineyard to vineyard, even within the same growing area. Different oaks, different flavors, different wines, different flavors, different temperatures, and hundreds of reasons.
Wow.
That's why it gets complicated.
Armin, that was awesome.
Do they
Thank
have
you so
private
much.
parties in here? I see the table. Do they ever?
Yes, this room here, we had
Thank you for asking.
a private party here yesterday.
Okay.
We have lots of weddings in here. We have fundraisers. We have corporate events in here.
Interesting.
This room can be rented anywhere from 2 to like 90, 95 people.
A lot of Gutz people could fit in here, huh?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about.
We don't like to do less than 2 people because it gets really boring for the server. Don't you know?
Let's get 1 million of them.
Depends on the 2 people.
No. We had it, seriously. We had it 3 times already that we had a single guy come in here and rent a room by himself.
You're
all day.
kidding me.
No. That's okay, we got cameras.
So do we.
Seriously. No, the last time the guy came in here,
Interesting.
he brought a bottle of champagne, he brought some flowers and one of those slide projectors. I drove the forklift in, moved the barrels aside, and used the wall as a backdrop, and then the guy disappeared. He came back at 4:30, right before closing in the tasting room, with his girlfriend for wine tasting. And in the middle of wine tasting, he said, "Oh honey, let's grab our glass and check out that waterfall in the grass area." "Oh darling, what do you think is behind those big wooden doors?" "Oh Schnooky, but see, let's have a seat and see what happens when I push that button." Well, he had prepared a slideshow and video clips of her growing up and him growing up, and then the last few years spent together. And then he guessed it, he fell down on his knees, broke his kneecaps. It's all concrete.
Wow.
He proposed.
That is awesome.
Cool.
Man.
So yes, the room can be
Don't let my wife see this, please. Because mine was
Sorry.
not really that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You suck. You suck, and now it's very apparent.
I didn't go that route.
In the backyard. You didn't break your kneecap.
No,
I don't. Personally, I was in a parking lot, bought the ring. right?
I know, this guy could be your new mentor. He could teach you
Who?
some really romantic
Herman?
things. Yeah, Herman.
Herman's the man.
Yeah.
That's why
No,
it's Herman.
Not the man, her man.
Herman.
Oh, hey, watch out. I was a water polo player. You'll be Herman.
Alright, well, let me take you in back to Fred's and try some more wines.
Thank you very much.
See that? I did that.